It is Thursday morning. It's time for JBar's weekly highlighted event, brought to you by JBar Sanitary Restrooms. Remember, the professionals at JBar committed to doing their part to make your event special. In our studio once again with us this morning, Jason Jamar. Good morning, buddy.
Hey, Ed. Hey, Kay.
Good to see you.
Good morning.
Your guest is a little taller than you are there.
Yes, I'm on my tippy toes to accommodate him.
Well, tell us who you brought in this morning.
Hey, I brought in my good friend Tucker Edwards, and he's the discipleship pastor at First Baptist Church, Marble Falls.
Okay.
And he's going to come in this morning and kind of share a little bit about our Easter services coming up this weekend.
Oh, good. There's so many of them in the area, and we mentioned that at, 101HighlandLakes.com, Kay, where you can find a list of everything.
Full lineup of all the Easter happenings.
Yeah, but Tucker, good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning, Ed and Kay. How are y'all this morning?
We're doing good. Tell us what y'all have got planned at the First Baptist Church for this Easter.
Well, for the last several years, we've done our Easter service at the high school auditorium, and then last year we did a Lakeside Pavilion, and it was wonderful. But this year, with the new church building, we decided to keep it in-house, and so it'll be up at 901 La Ventana, up on the hill as you head out of town south on 281. And we've got 4 different services. The first one's a sunrise service at 7 a.m., goes to 7:40, and it's out at the pavilion, so it's outside. It should be great right as the sun is rising.
No, wait a minute. You just confused me. You said
yes.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the Lakeside Pavilion.
Not the Lakeside Pavilion.
Oh,
no.
The pavilion
at the pavilion up on the hill.
On the
yes,
hill.
that's correct.
All right.
So it's just right up there on the church campus. There's a big fireplace out there, so it should be wonderful. We'll see the sunrise up over the hill, so it'll be great.
All right.
Then we've got a service at 8 o'clock in the morning, then one at 9:30, and then at 11 o'clock. And those services at 8, 9:30, and 11 will all be the same service. And so we're excited about it. The one at 8 o'clock will be more family friendly as far as there'll be no child care or youth events that'll be taking place. But at 9:30 and then 11 o'clock, we'll have a children's program up in the loft upstairs. And so we're real excited about that. Our children's pastor, Nicole Sims, has gone on and on about it for the last several weeks.
It looks cool. I was checking out the website and saw that you guys have some games and all kinds of music and interaction and all kinds of fun stuff planned for the kiddos.
Yeah, it should be great. It should be
Right.
Wonderful.
Well, I got to ask a question because
Sure.
there are certain times of the year when preachers work overtime. Christmas and Easter is 2 of the big days because, I mean, you count them, you've got 4 services there on Sunday morning. Y'all get paid overtime for that?
Overtime, yeah. If Ross was here this morning or if he's listening out there, make sure you're hearing that Ross getting paid overtime. So, it's one of those things always in pastoring and being out in the community, and I'm lucky enough to be back. I'm a Marble Falls guy, so I've lived here almost my entire life, and to be back in the community, to be working at the church has been a blessing, and it's weeks like this that, all weeks are fun, but weeks like this leading up to Easter and Holy Week is really, really special, and
Right.
so work is one of those words where, it's really just serving. We enjoy doing what we're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now the First Baptist Church, as you mentioned in the past, you had it at the Lakeside Pavilion, and now you're going to have it on campus there at the First Baptist Church.
Right.
Y'all been doing a lot of improvements in buildings and stuff there?
We have. Back in August, we moved into that new church building up there on the hill. We'd been here on 12th Street for a long time, and then really a building process and an overall church process and moving that took almost 13 years to build the church and to get everybody behind it. And so it's been wonderful over the last 6 months or so to see the people in the area come and check out the church and really experience God in a new way up there on the hill.
Well, I also know that on Sunday mornings for the Easter services, another reason that you have more than one service is because a lot of folks, they don't go to church at other times of the year. At Easter and Christmas, they'll go to church, which okay. Anyway, because of that, there's always a bigger attendance on Easter Sunday than there is any other time.
Right.
Do people need to get there early for each one of these to be able to get in, or will you have enough room for everybody?
I think we're going to have a plenty of room for everybody. Over the last few years, we've had about 14 people when they've come to those big events at the auditorium and then the Lakeside Pavilion. But I think with the different services...
You said 14?
1,400.
You said 14.
It's like, oh yeah, so there's plenty
1,400, plenty of room.
Plenty of room.
Yeah, you don't need to reserve a spot. Yeah, 1,400 at the different services. But I think when we spaced it all out with the different service times, just show up whenever is convenient for you and your family, and I think you'll be just fine.
All right.
Wonderful.
And also, there will be people with golf carts. We have about 30 golf carts to ferry people from where they're parking in a distance up to the
okay.
Oh, that's great, because that's a big parking area.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Now, I know, too, and churches have changed over the years since I was growing up, because when I was growing up, you went to church, you put on a suit and tie. Mama got dressed up in all of her Easter gear and went. And there's a lot of churches now where you don't have to attend that. You can go in jeans, T-shirts. They really don't care. How about yours at the First Baptist Church?
However you want to show up is great with us. Whether it's jeans, T-shirts, whatever you want to do.
Or
you
your
wanna,
finest
wanna
Easter
show up in
bonnet.
your
Yeah.
finest Easter clothing and dress to the nines with a suit and tie and a dress. Man, whatever is most comfortable for you, we just want you to come and be there. And what's great, too, as y'all mentioned, you look at the Picayune and some other stuff. I mean, there's so many great services that are happening around the Highland Lakes area.
Yeah.
And it's so anywhere that you want to attend, I think, is great. And we're just blessed with a community that has a lot of different options.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you could take in a few if you want to.
That's right. Absolutely.
All right. Again, the sunrise service, 7 o'clock on Sunday morning, and then the Easter service is at 8, 9:30, and 11, correct?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
All right. Well, happy Easter to you. As I said earlier this morning, though, it's not about the Easter eggs. It's not about the bunny. It's about the lamb.
That's right.
And
Absolutely.
and we're
I like
glad you
that.
came in to share it with us.
And whether it's 14 people or 1,400.
It'll be good. Tucker Edwards from the First Baptist Church in Marble Falls, thank you for coming in.
Thank you, guys.